Welcome into another edition of So Fox Sports Clean Takes all the way from the top. Hey, we like that. Brian, how we doing today, man?
Happy Monday. Doing good, bro. Great weekend, man. You know,
got a jam-packed show for y'all. We talking football. Okay, NFL predictions, college football standing, World Cup predictions, y'all. And of course, we're talking NBA basketball. Stick with us. We're here for the next 45 minutes, right? We got a lot to cover. We're going to jump right in. We're talking about the NFL around the world. Where do you want to start, Brian? AFC.
Boy, that was nice.
It was kind of nice.
Man, I low-key thought you was. I was listening to the radio for a second.
You feel it, right?
You felt that, man.
Hopefully the sound works this time.
Hey, for real.
All right, man. Let's start off, yo. All right, so around the NFL, we're starting with the AFC North. Yeah, AFC North. Guys, big-time performance in a big-time loss. Unfortunately, Sheduer Sanders puts up historic numbers for a rookie in his third start, but unfortunately falls to the Tennessee Titans, the worst team in football, 31-29. Brian, after Sheduer's performance yesterday, have the Browns finally found their franchise quarterback?
It's quite obvious that the answer is yes. Sheduer went in and put on a complete show. You know what we like to call him, the culture. He put on for the culture for sure. And yes, it was a battle between him and Cam Ward, and eventually he lost, but Sheduer showed that he can be a franchise-leading quarterback. All he needs now is the defense to step up, which is rare to say for the Cleveland Browns, but he delivered with over 350 total yards, 4 touchdowns, and scoring over 30 points for the first time this season for the Cleveland Browns. They have their quarterback. Chris, what do you think about the performance?
I thought it was good. Definitely his best performance of the season. Obviously, we only have a small sample size. Shout outs to him for actually earning the starting role for the rest of the some of these throws, man, those were NFL level throws. And again, all I could think about was my boy, Mel Kiper Jr., bro, going off in the draft. It's like, how is this man falling to the 5th round? He was the number 1 quarterback on his board. And yesterday he proved it. First rookie this year to throw for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Listen,
1 rushing.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Is Jackson Dart the franchise quarterback for the New York Giants?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Because I was going to say, everyone sees that for the New York Giants as Jackson Dart being a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And Sheduer has put on an even better performance than anything that Jackson Dart has put together. And Jackson Dart has probably been the highlight of the rookies this year at the quarterback position.
Yeah, for sure.
And Sheduer has already outplayed them.
So I'm a little bit up in the air because, again, we talked about this a little bit. I think we both agree this last quarterback draft class was weak, to say the least. But I think Sheduer has to show me a little bit more in a sense that the consistency has to be there. He has to find completions better. He has to get the ball out quicker. And for me, he has to make the easier plays. Like he's good at pushing the ball downfield. He's good at getting the chunk plays. We see that. And that's really important, especially in football. You want to get chunk plays. You don't want to just dink and dunk your way down the field. But he has to learn a little dink and dunk better, which is crazy because he was dinking and dunk all through Colorado. But for some reason here in the NFL, he can't really do it. But again, not a lot of skilled players on the Browns, so I can't really fault him on that. But he put on a big-time performance, but unfortunately he lost. And big reason why he lost is because end of the game there, he drives them down the field. They're down 14. He scores 2 touchdowns within the last 4 minutes of the game. They need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Brian, I'm going to let you go off. Your boy, Kevin Stefanski. Pulled this man out the game to run a wildcat with Quinshawn Junkins, another rookie. And obviously it didn't work out because they lost that game by 2 points. Brian, is Kevin Stefanski the ops, or is he just playing for a high draft pick? I kind of know where you stand on this, but let the people know.
Man, the fix is in. I don't know if it's Stefanski or it's the higher ups as making this call. But literally, Sheduer put on a show for the ages, and he did not let him finish the drive or have that moment. This goes back to what I said last week. Stefanski, or whoever it may be making these calls, is controlling the narrative. Because if Sheduer ties that game up and the Browns win that game, oh my goodness, Cleveland is going to go crazy. And the thing is, Cleveland lost the game, but the fans were more happy than they've ever been from a loss than you've ever seen. Sheduer completely showed out, and Kevin Stefanski, the ops himself, needs to go. We're seeing it. It's clear as day. I heard some pundits who disagreed saying there's a Sheduer cult. Listen, you got to be in it to understand it. You see a first-round talent going to fifth round, it makes you raise some eyebrows. So, Stefanski is the ops. He has to go in order for Sheduer to fully take the reins.
I don't think he's the ops, Brian.
Who is the ops?
I don't think he's the ops. So are we asking, hold on, so let me ask you this question. Are we asking, is he the ops to Sheduer, or is he the ops for the whole Browns organization?
Man, who cares about the Browns, bro? We talking about the culture, bro. Like, you getting two things mixed up right now.
Right.
We talking about the culture right now.
All right. So in that case, he's definitely the ops.
Exactly.
All right, he's the ops. He's the ops for the Browns and he's the boss for the Browns and the culture. Let me say you clearly state why he's the ops for Sheduer. I got nothing to add. No notes. He's the ops for the Browns because FBI, straight up, I'm gonna need y'all to start investigating this man. You pointed something out in that last game when he kicked that punt. When they were in field goal range. Yeah, the 29.
and they hit the under.
Yeah, they hit the under. Coincidence? I think not. I'm sorry, bro. And then you keep pulling this man at the goal line situations. It's just like, hold on, bro. What are we doing here? Are you actually trying to win games? And if you're not actually trying to win games as a head coach in the NFL, that means you're actively trying to lose games as a head coach in the NFL. And the only people who would actively try to lose games in any professional sport are the gamblers. FBI, I'm just saying, put a watch out, bro. Put a watch out on Stefanski. That's all I'm going to say. He may not be the ops, but he may have a problem.
You on one. And the play was so terrible. It was so obvious.
So dumb.
And the thing is, they ran the same plays against they didn't run the same plays. They ran the same formation against the Raiders. Mm-hmm. So as soon as you see Quinshawn Judkins come out there with no quarterback, you know the play.
Okay.
like you know the play. And that's the game-winning play you went with. But I digress there. I think y'all seen it enough today. Everyone is catching on now to what's happening. But you heard it here first from the soapbox. So continue to tune in, y'all.
Go ahead, man. Do you want to keep talking about the Browns, or we want to move on, Brian?
Man, I don't like talking about anything Brown. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Moving on, y'all. We're gonna move on to another team inside of the AFC North, which, oh man, took another grueling L yesterday. Those are the Baltimore Ravens. They fell to the Pittsburgh Steelers in a very AFC North kind of style game, if you really want to dissect it in its totality. But it asks us leaving questions, a lot of questions with the Ravens themselves, particularly with Lamar Jackson. Is Lamar still that guy? The Craven Ravens, bro. Cowardly, for those who don't know what Craven means. Is Lamar still that guy? Can he still play at the MVP level? Brian.
Yeah, listen, it's obvious he's hurt because before the injury, he was balling out of his mind, and it was his defense that couldn't hold it together. So ever since post-injury Lamar, I don't know who that guy is. But it's apparent that he came back a little bit too early. He's trying to do the most with very little. And his own team, his offensive line, y'all seen the videos. Falale, and them boys, bro. Terrible. Derrick Henry is not the king. He's looking like Boy Henry back there. Mark Andrews is the biggest op to Lamar Jackson's success as he tipped the pass that was going to DeAndre Hopkins for another game-winning touchdown. So, I mean, Lamar Jackson is not only going up against the opposing team's defense, but he's going up against John Harbaugh and that offensive line on his own team as well, Chris. So, Lamar is still that guy.
I definitely agree. I still think he's that guy. This team is not that team, though. I think with Lamar, you always have a chance to win a lot of games, always have a chance to compete for a Super Bowl, always put yourself in a position to be there at the end of the season, but it's not looking like this is that season now. Luckily, but unfortunately, at the same time for them, they're in the AFC North, so they can probably win this division with 8 wins. I still don't trust the Steelers to pull this out. So he's the guy for this team in this AFC North, but I don't expect them to win a playoff game, and I don't care who they face in the playoffs.
So what happens if the Ravens don't make the playoffs? What's the next steps? Is John Harbaugh on the hot seat?
I think he should be fired.
You think he should be fired?
Mm-hmm.
Completely gone. Why?
It's just not working because you're taking steps back. You're not moving forward. And I get it. Progression is not always linear. It doesn't always follow the same track. But at the same time, bro, you've had 6-7 years with this quarterback. You've won a couple of MVPs. He's clearly at that level to win. But there's always something with the Ravens, whether it's turnovers, penalties, something. Lamar had his playoff problems, and he's overcome them to a certain extent. He still has some demons to exercise, but still, there's always something with the Ravens in its totality, and that's on coaching. It has to fall on coaching. So, yeah, I would get rid of him personally. What you think?
I mean,
it's tough.
It's tough to say, but just looking at that entire division, that's the AFC North is one division that doesn't fire coaches except the Browns. The Browns can recycle coaches like it's nothing. But it might be time for a new voice. I mean, since Lamar has been there, they've never been to an AFC championship game. And what people don't remember is that Lamar saved John Harbaugh's job.
He did.
John Harbaugh was on his way out before because he was getting the same results outside of Joe Flacco's dominant playoff performance or playoff run. But that leads me to think about the entire division. Will any of those coaches be there next year? What if Tomlin puts together another, one game above 500 first round exit? Is he still there?
That's a good question.
Is Zach Taylor still with the Bengals after missing the playoffs again? And you already know how we feel about Kevin Stefanski, but you never know what the Browns.
That's crazy. You might have 4 openings in that division.
What's the best job?
Wherever this guy plays.
Youngway.
What would Youngway do, baby?
Oh, hell no, bro.
Wherever this guy plays. My guy, Koo. Koo's
chill.
for the culture. You talking about the culture?
Nah.
Koo's for the culture. Last time I checked, he's on the Giants.
Nah.
I think any of these coaches could be the next coach of the Giants. Coaching my boy Youngway Koo, baby. What would Koo do?
Yeah, Koo might be on another team, or he may not be in the NFL next year.
Don't talk about the legend like that.
I got you, bro.
He's a total Falcons player.
Bro, he got the worst highlight in NFL history. That's a legend right there, bro. Legendary. Legendary for sure, bro.
On a serious note, I think they all could be gone. I think they all could be gone next year.
Hold on, bro. Where'd you get that from? Who is selling Youngway Koo heads, bro? Hold on. That's what I want to know, fam. Like, for real.
Yeah, you go to enough Falcons games, bro. They just start giving you stuff to come there, bro. That's how bad they are.
Not you digging in the Mercedes-Benz trash.
You got to get.
By the way, if you're watching the show, this kicker used to play for the Falcons.
He's the culture of the Falcons.
He no longer plays for the Falcons because he couldn't make a field goal.
Whoa. They got rid of him.
Yeah,
too early. Let's say that. They got rid of him too early. But we gonna stay on topic, bro.
Perfect timing to drop my boy. But yeah, we didn't mean to make this a Youngway Koo segment, bro, because this is probably the most airtime he's gotten on any show or podcast. But that's why you need to tune in to Soapbox Sports, because you never know who we gonna talk about, bro.
Youngway Koo. What would Youngway do, baby?
What would Youngway do, bro?
Put that on a shirt. What would Youngway do?
Hey, you would make hundreds. Of dollars. Yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing, bro. We're gonna move from the AFC North and we're gonna go to the AFC South. Man, we got some breaking news, but it ain't breaking. Now that the Colts have lost Daniel Jones and they are on a losing streak, Chris, who do you have winning that division between the Texans or Jags? And right now the Jags are leading that division.
I'm glad you answered the question for me. It's the Jaguars, bro. Trevor, we still got a lot to see from him. No doubt about it. He could turn into a turnover machine at any minute. We're not going to do that. But they're running the football really well. Travis Etienne's going off. And then that defense is hunting. And those are two recipes for success to close it out. I think they only have a game lead over the Texans. They play one more time. So that'll be big. But even if they do play, I think they split the head-to-head, and then the Jags have a better record in the division itself. So I think the Jags can hold on to it, but I still think the Texans will make the playoffs. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags. The Jags eke it out, probably a game and a half ahead of the Texans in this division. And I trust. Funny enough, I trust their head coach.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I trust their head coach because if Trevor's not that guy, I don't think he's gonna stick with him going into next year. He doesn't seem like the type. So I think this is a make or break kind of run right now for Trevor. So, and I think Liam has him, the whole team hooping. So I'm going to trust the Jags. I may look stupid at the end of the day, but hey, we'll see.
Just to add a little bit more color for everyone. The Jags play the Jets next. That's a dub. Then they play the Broncos. That's a loss. They play the Colts. Dub. That might be a dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
Then they play the Titans. So they might go 3-1 to close it out. But I still got the Texans winning the division because you never know what the Jags gonna do. When you got Trevor and the boys playing and you really don't know what you're gonna get out of Trevor game to game, they could lose to the Colts next game after they just beat the brakes off of them. But one thing I can trust is the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud, and that defense. Texans probably has the best defense. They have the best defense in the NFL. They have actually went up against legit competition and they have shut them out. Y'all remember that guy, Josh Allen? Yeah, the Texans embarrassed them on prime time. Y'all remember that guy, Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, the Texans just gave him his worst game he ever played in his career. Watch out for them Texans.
They got a tough schedule down the stretch, though.
I don't care.
Tough enough. Well, not really.
Ooh, what? Cardinals, Raiders, Chargers, Colts? Done.
I think they lose one of those games.
They don't lose any.
Probably the Chargers game.
Bro, Justin Herbert, what? He's going to puke after that game.
It's another tough game, bro.
The Chargers is not tough.
They are tough. They're a tough out,
bro. With that weak offensive line, come on now.
They're a tough out, bro.
That is not a tough out. They about to get blown out tonight against the Eagles. Just watch. You heard it here first. Oh, Soapbox Sports Live. So tune in, bro.
You heard it from Brian first.
You heard it here. No, Soapbox. What? Clean takes, bro. Right takes. The correct takes. But yeah, so we gonna keep it pushing from there. I mean, that division has been exciting, but we got so much to talk about. A lot happened in the NFL. So we're gonna shift to the AFC West. And is there a new chief in town? The Chiefs, Chris, as I just stated, just lost to the Texans on Sunday Night Football. Can you please, Chris, give your prediction about the Chiefs dynasty? Is it done?
This might surprise some people. It's not done. It's not done. Their season's done. I called that. I want to make sure I get my props on that. Their season's over. All right? The dynasty's not done. You still got Patrick Mahomes still in his prime. Here's why the dynasty, and that's why the dynasty is not done. The problem with the Chiefs this year, though, they too nice. Andy Reid's too nice of a coach. You want to know why the Patriots dynasty lasted as long as it did? It's not because Tom Brady's excellent, which is true. Tom Brady's the most responsible for the dynasty in terms of winning. But in terms of longevity, it's all about Bill Belichick and the decisions that Bill Belichick made. Andy Reid, you're too nice of a guy, bro. Last year should have been Travis Kelce's last year. Tell him to go home, bro. He ain't got it no more. And that's okay. Still one of the greatest tight ends ever. Trent McDuffie on the back end. He ain't got it no more. Should have been his last year on the Chiefs. A couple of players on that wide receiver group.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Should have been gone. Should have been gone last year. I would have flipped Chris Jones while he still had value. He still got some value right now. You might as well try and do it right now while you still can. Because the iteration in this core, you got to move on 1 year early like Bill Belichick would do before 1 year too late. He got rid of Willie McGahee early, bro. That was my guy. Vince Wilfork, another legend, early. Randy Moss, early. He wanted to get rid of Tom Brady early. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Because he understands, bro, you have a shelf life in this, especially in football. And you got to get rid of the milk before it goes bad. And a lot of their milk has gone bad. It's really just that simple. But the dynasty's not done. Because Patrick Mahomes is still there. He's still the second best quarterback to ever exist. I got to figure that they'll find a way to retool this, figure it all out, get him some requisite pieces, and they'll be back up and running. Season's done. The dynasty's not done. But boy, was I right. And it feels good to be right. Just like I was right about my boy. Young Way Cool, baby. Stop trying to play my guy. Stop trying to play my guy, bro. Yeah. If he was on the Falcons, Brian, they'd be in the Super Bowl.
Stop it, bro.
What would Young Way do?
We gonna keep it on this, dog. All I have to say is the Pilgrims are coming. The Pilgrims are coming.
What's that mean?
The dynasty is done, bro. And if you know what a chief is, here we go. We just tied it all together. Okay. The Pilgrims are coming.
Okay.
And that's the Patriots, bro. The Chiefs are done because I don't believe Patrick Mahomes loves football or is as obsessed with football like Tom Brady. You can only compare Patrick to Tom Brady, which I'm doing right now. Patrick has had a phenomenal run.
Yeah.
But Patrick loves his family. Patrick loves his kids. Patrick loves his wife, bro. You cannot love your wife and your family if you want to have a long-lasting dynasty. You must love one thing only, and that is football. And Patrick, you care, bro. You care too much about things that are not football. The dynasty is over. Remember when Tom Brady had his first dynasty? He did have a little lull or quiet period, even though he was putting up numbers during that time. But what did Tom Brady do? He created his own dietary plan, started doing yoga, never drank. You can tell Patrick Mahomes might drink a little bit. You can tell Patrick Mahomes doesn't abide to his diet like a Tom Brady does. I'm just saying there's levels to this. Tom Brady only cared about football. Patrick, and it's not a knock on him. He's a great guy. But when it comes to long-lasting dynasties, you need a Tom Brady to hold it together.
That was an excellent take, bro.
Listen.
I can't even hate. I rescind everything I just said, and I want to piggyback on that take.
No, it's for real, bro. It's for real, Chris.
Tom Brady did give up his family for those championships.
He'll tell you today the reason he's divorced is because he came back for another season of football. And maybe other things that we don't know about. But I don't want to spend too much time on this point. I think another point is that there are a lot of great young quarterbacks coming up in the AFC.
Fair.
Like a Drake May, still with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, that the road is going to get tougher. Tom Brady's road, it's kind of easy.
I mean, he had some guys in his way.
I mean, in his division alone, if you look at Brady, you look at Patrick's division,
it's just gotten harder,
Yeah, it's gotten hard. He's got the best defense in the league. I know I said that for like two teams, but Broncos is one of the best. And Justin Herbert and John Harbaugh. Listen, they have the best four coaches in the NFL are all in his division.
Historically. But
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's done.
Okay, that's fair. I ain't mad at that. We can move on. Because, you beat up my boy Brady, so I ain't got nothing to rebut against. But we'll move on to that NFC side. Let's talk about the NFC North. Boy, oh boy, we had a good matchup yesterday as well. Packers took down the Bears. Lions this weekend, earlier on Thursday, took down the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, we have a 3-team race right now. Lions and Packers and Bears. Oh, my. Question is, let's talk about the Bears for a second, because I think we kind of understand what the Packers are, kind of understand what the Lions are. Let me ask the question, bro. I guess, all right, so Brian, how far can the Bears go with the fluky Caleb Williams?
Bruh. I mean, he's impressively unimpressive. He has some great, escape ability, like getting out of the pocket and then running. Some similar to Patrick Mahomes, where you're like, bro, this guy doesn't look fast, but for some reason he just got a 25-yard game, dipping out of the pocket. But outside of that, he's not ready yet. His team is ready, but he's not ready. So until he's ready, the Bears are not going anywhere. They're not winning this division. And if they mess around and lose these next games, I feel like Detroit can surpass them, because I feel like Detroit is a better team as a whole as well. So Ben Johnson has mustered out wins that they shouldn't have won, which is phenomenal. Coach of the year right there. But the Bears aren't going anywhere.
I would disagree. I think they have 2 winnable games left on their schedule. It's not easy at all, not by any stretch of the imagination. Cleveland, that should be a game they should win. Although that defense is all world, the Bears lead the league in takeaways on the defensive side of the ball. Sheduer's a rookie quarterback. You'd expect him to throw a pick or 2 in that game. And if that's the case, well, you would hope the Bears would win. Then they play Green Bay. It was a tougher game than I think Green Bay anticipated. Green Bay was at home. Chicago will be at home this time. I think they'll probably get back, but that's probably a loss. Whatever. This is where they win. San Francisco. I think San Francisco is probably going to be kind of jockeying with Seattle and what's the other team? The Rams in that division for that top spot. So they'll have something to play for in that game. And I don't trust Brock Purdy in big games. If that's the spot that he's going to be in, I think he'll probably lose that game. And then week 18 for all the marbles versus Detroit. Another quarterback I just don't trust in a big spot is what's his face? Jared Goff. If you're asking me to trust Jared Goff for a winner go home playoff game,
you picking Caleb Williams.
Wow. I'm not saying I'm picking Caleb Williams. I'm just picking against Jared Goff more than anything. I just don't see it with Jared, bro. Anytime you really believe in him, he folds, bro. Like he does. So yeah, I think they can do it. Will they get far? I think making the playoffs is far enough for them. I don't see him winning a game, maybe. But again, I'm willing to look stupid on it, but I think they can win at least 2 or 3 of these last 4 games. And one of those losses is probably going to come from one of those teams in the division. So either Green Bay or Detroit's probably going to beat them. But I don't trust San Francisco. Brock Purdy is not nice to me. Sheduer's still a rookie. He still has some ways to go. And then Jared Goff is Jared Goff. And then Detroit is Detroit. Unfortunately, certain franchises just have a rep and they live up to those reps. And Detroit has always lived up to the reputation of being Detroit and falling short at the most opportune times. Like,
we'll see.
Like when they were up versus the 49ers a few years ago in the NFC Championship game.
They do. But I'll tell you this could be a redemption game for the Bears. They lost 52-21 to the Lions, but it was week 2.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a different team. Like I said, I like what I've seen from the Bears this year. Definitely surprised me. I don't believe they can go far with Caleb Williams just yet. He hasn't been really playing great, honestly, but that run game has been phenomenal.
What's that guy's name? Manjunja.
Yeah,
he's a baller.
But they got 2 good running backs, and their defense has been getting takeaways, which is great. But let's go to the other side of the coin, Chris. I think they're both fluke. But hey, this is where we're at. They're both winning. So what do you think about the Packers? You think the Packers can go far?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel more confident in them now within these last few wins that they've gotten than I did a few weeks ago. Again, Jordan throws those dumb interceptions that it's just like, bro, what are you doing? But I think he only has like 4 interceptions or 5 on the year. So it's just like the good outweighs the bad, sure. But in the playoffs, those cost you double. So he's going to have to make sure like you could throw an interception, but you can't throw the types of interceptions that he's throwing because most of them are They could be taken back. Most of them should have been taken back.
Yeah.
If we're being real. But yeah, I trust them. That defense, all world, and it looks like they're getting better and better and better. And then their defensive coordinator, he's going to be up for a job next year without question.
Oh, for sure.
They're hunting.
Yeah, for sure.
They're hunting. So yeah, I really believe in the Packers, and
he's got to work on their run defense
and the run game. Josh Jacobs, it's time for you to show up, bro.
He's been coming alive.
It's time for you to show up. But
he showed up last night.
What's your take, man? You got to give him some type of credit, Brian. I know you've been down on him all year, bro. Give him some love.
It's a bunch of fluke teams in one division.
Come on, bro.
If you want to go Bears, Packers, Lions, fluke, bro. 3 in a row in one division. I actually like Minnesota better. You see my boy JJ, man? He put it on.
JJ was hooping.
JJ was hooping this weekend. But no, in all reality, I don't believe in any of them. I thought Detroit would have taken the Hornets in this division, but like you said, Jared Goff, like the fold, like a lawn chair, bro. And then Jordan Love, I just got to see him in more big games and more big spots to deliver. So that's it. But Caleb Williams, I can see it like he's not ready yet because at times the team is winning despite him. At times, and you can tell when Ben Johnson he runs the ball so much because it's his first year with him. He doesn't want to put all of that on Caleb just yet. So, good job, Packers. Good job, Bears. Step up, Lions.
All right. Next division. We talking about the NFC South.
Hey, put up the face, bro. I'm rather talk about Youngway cool, bro.
My boy Youngway.
Hey, put up Youngway, bro.
Youngway. He used to run this division.
Hey, the king of the South.
He's a nightmare for all of y'all. Stop playing, bro.
The king of the South.
The king of the South. Youngway.
Hey, no, but for real though, in all talks, who cares?
Who cares?
Listen. Tampa, I don't listen. Everybody was saying Baker MVP. The Bucks is the real deal. Nah. I don't even know. Listen, the Saints might win the division at this point. Hey,
let's not talk about it. Let's move on. Who cares about the NFC South?
Let's go. Honestly. Big games.
Big games. Let's make this quick, Brian. Big games next week. We got 4 listed here. Who do we want to start with? I think we starting with the Packers versus the Broncos, right?
Packers, Broncos, or are we doing Bills, Patriots? Let the producer show us.
Who we got first?
Who we got first,
man?
There we go.
We Bills, Patriots. There we go. All right.
This easy.
I'm gonna go Bills here.
Damn, bro, you trying to be like me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills.
Okay, twin.
What up, twin?
I'm going Bills. They got momentum. They're gonna have a little bit more fight in them. Patriots coming off what? They have a bye week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they play third. Yeah, I think Bills just got a little bit more momentum. I think the Patriots are better, but right now I just feel like Josh Allen's going to try hard.
We about due for a loss. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. It's 10-11 in a row. Yeah, about due. Packers versus the Broncos.
Broncos. Ew. I'm mad.
I'm gonna go Packers
I hate
here.
This one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm going to go Packers here just because
I'm going off defense.
The Packers defense is nice too. And the only reason I'm going to say I'm going to go with the Packers because I trust
Micah Parsons. Parsons might.
I trust Jordan Love more than Bo Nix.
That's another thing.
And that's not saying much at this point.
I might switch mine.
Feel free, but move on. Ravens,
Bengals. Joe Blicky, the Iceman.
I'm going to go Ravens. They got to get their get back. And they got to win this game to stay alive in the division. So
does the Bengals.
The Bengals are not winning the division.
Alive.
They got 9 losses.
They got 9 lives. They cats, bro.
Yo, could you imagine a 7-10 win?
Hey,
let me stop. Lions, Rams. This is a tough one.
Bro, these teams, bro, you never know what to expect. I'm going Lions because they desperate. They got a desperate victory. They just beat the brakes off the Cowgirls. Take me through there. Here we go. Cowgirls, bro. They waxed them.
I'm gonna go Lions as well. I think they're desperate, but at the same time, Jared Goff is gonna want to get back.
You know, it'd be cool, bro, if we had like the logo and we just be like, what animal dominates the other?
That's true.
So a lion would eat a ram. Right?
That's also very true. But a ram,
Nah, it's not beating no Lions. Chill out.
I was
bro.
gonna try and make a case, but
No,
I got nothing. I don't watch enough Animal Planet.
There you go. Lions eat Rams, bro. Let's keep it going now.
All right, bro. What's next, Brian? What we talking about next?
I don't know, man. Let me look at the script.
I think we're talking about college football.
There we go.
College football. We ain't gonna stay long on this because there's really only a couple of things we could talk about. Brian, this weekend, or I guess today, was it today or yesterday? Yesterday, the College Football Committee announced who the 12-team playoffs, the 12 teams would be inside of the college football playoffs. Notre Dame, who was sitting at 12 coming into championship Saturday, didn't play a game on Saturday and then fell out of the championship picture altogether. Was Notre Dame snubbed?
No. Notre Dame was not snubbed, bro. They need to get with the times. You've seen college football has progressed. We have NIL now. We have the transfer portal. We have the playoffs that went from 4 teams to 12 teams. Join a conference and stop being stubborn. Notre Dame continues to stick to this tradition that we're Notre Dame, so we're not going to join any conference, and we want favorable treatment, which they are getting next year, unfortunately. But still, it's like, okay, now we have to cater to one team. Listen, y'all weren't snubbed. Just catch up.
I agree with you, Brian, but they were snubbed. And only because I'm gonna make this. I'm a Bama guy. Bama does not deserve to be in the college football playoffs. We got boat raced on Saturday by Georgia. And once that happens, I get it. We beat them in Athens. That's nice. That's cute. Whatever. The only way Bama should have been allowed to stay in this game if it was like a 28-21 type of game.
Yeah.
If it was a nail biter. At no point in that game did I feel like Alabama was going to win. And if you kind of look at Bama, which I watch, unfortunately, religiously, these last few weeks, we have not looked good. We just haven't on both sides. Well, actually, the defense has actually looked good, which is crazy. We can't run the football. I don't see how we're going to win any type of game if we can't run the football. They're keying in on Ty Simpson. Ryan Williams can't catch the ball. Kalen DeBoer looks stuck anytime he gets down by 2 or more touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I don't see how Alabama should have been in here. I agree. Notre Dame has no business crying and griping, talking about we're not going to play in bowl games. Shut up.
Right. This is what happens.
Like, be quiet. Because at the end of the day, Notre Dame gets in. They find a way to make it to the college football championship game, and guess what happens?
Get the brakes blown off.
You lose by 40 each time. So nobody's trying to see that. So I can understand why they keep them out. Join a conference, play on conference championship Saturday, and maybe you'll be in here. But
if you don't risk it, no biscuit.
Exactly.
They're not risking nothing. If Alabama doesn't have to play Georgia again, Alabama should be in. Like, come on now. So y'all don't want to play nobody again. So
being scary. Stop being scary.
Even though, just a shout out BYU, I feel like y'all should have got in. I don't want to see anybody from the Sun Belt Conference because they only about to get built to, y'all know the rest.
Don't do that. Tulane and James Madison are good schools, bro.
James who?
James Madison, the founding father.
James what? The guy who signed the Constitution.
Brian,
bro?
Who's your favorite to win it off?
Nah, bro. Nobody who wrote the Constitution should be in the college football playoffs, bro. It's 2000.
Who's your favorite, man? Who's your favorite?
My favorite is obvious, man. I'm an Ohio guy, so we going with the Buckeyes. We just had a disappointing loss, but Indiana real, and I love that coach. But we've seen this before. Ohio State loses the Big Ten so we can win the national title. We did it against Michigan when we lost to Michigan. Won the title.
I think Georgia can do it. I think Georgia can go all the way this year.
Okay.
That defense is showing me something. It looks like they're hunting again for the first time in about 2 years. And if that's the level of defense they're going to play, Gunnar Stockton doesn't have to do too much. They got some playmakers, good running game. And Kirby's done it before. So I think they'll find a way to get it done and establish themselves, bro.
Boy, you be jumping shit, bro.
I do.
You
bro.
like KD, bro.
I do, man.
Your team get waxed. You join the op.
Yeah, I joined the team that beat them, bro. I can't. I don't believe
they only impressive because they play Georgia.
Yo, Bama's in there, and I don't think they'll win a game, bro. I don't think they'll win a game.
Only because Georgia smacked y'all. Well, that's enough of college football. We gonna mix it up a little bit. I talked about it earlier this week, but we're gonna transition to the World Cup, the biggest sporting event in the world that's happening here in the U.S. So I did talk about a few of my predictions. But yeah, we're gonna dive right into it. And I really want to start with the group of death because Chris Lee doesn't agree with me. So my group of death is Group L with England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. 2 World Cup finalists, England and Croatia. Croatia's a bit older. England is still, I would say, in their prime now. Ghana, always a strong African nation, putting up their best. And Panama, rough, ragged. They're going to wear you down. You're gonna have to fight for it. So that's my group of death right now. Chris, I heard you disagree with that. What group of death you have?
I got Group I, bro. You got France, 2018 winners, 2022 runners up. You got Senegal. You know what they about, bro. They always in the AFCON finals or semis. They always put out a good team. Got a playoff spot. That's a gimme. I don't care who comes into that one. And then Norway got the best striker in the planet in Erling Haaland, one of the better midfielders in Odegaard. And I think they scored a lot of goals in that Euro qualifiers to get to the World Cup itself. I think they were like 1 or 2 or 3, top 3 within Europe in goals scored. So I think France and Norway obviously just kind of balance it out on that European side. And then Senegal, bro, they're rough and rugged and they're tough out every World Cup. So listen, I think you got 3 teams that can actually make the knockouts there, and then a playoff team I don't really care about, honestly, because we don't know who it is.
Right. So who you got winning it all? Who's your favorite?
I mean, who'd you put? You put Spain?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to go against Spain.
It's hard. Yeah, it really is. You know, I like Argentina. Like I root for them, but I think the Germany.
Okay.
If you remember the Euros, they gave Spain probably the most fits. And if what's his face, Jamal Musiala can get back healthy before the World Cup, I think they have a really good young team, a good balance. So Germany is my favorite, excuse me.
Yeah. Germany is a factory, bro.
Yeah.
They're a factory. They push out talent consistently. So I like that pick. I'm not mad at that. Let's talk about the US, man. What are your predictions for the US? Set the expectations for the US.
Listen, I'll say this. They have to win their group. It starts there. Yeah, the group is weak. Again, we don't know who the 4th team is, but amongst those 4 teams, I think it's like
Turkey, Romania.
You got to win the group. That's one. And if you win the group, it puts you in a really good position to potentially, because I think you mentioned it in your video too, potentially, bro. I just want to see you make the semifinals, bro.
You can make the semifinals.
You can make the semifinals. You'll have home court anywhere you go, because most of the games will probably be here in the United States for you.
And you'll probably play this. If you win the group, you'll play the weaker team.
Yeah, you'll play the weaker team in group, what is it, E? So you're probably going to get, unfortunately, it's probably going to look like Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
But still, I think that's a winnable game because
the
Ivory
have a bad
Coast,
history against African teams, but the Ghana back in 2010. But
yeah, you should beat Ivory Coast, and then that puts you in contention in the quarterfinals. Well, you'll probably, unfortunately, run up against a team like, I think it's maybe Argentina.
Yeah.
And again, I like Argentina.
Just put on a show.
And I think you put yourself in a position to win that game.
Yeah, take it to penalties.
Exactly. That's all you really got to do.
If y'all give us penalties in the knockout round, that's all. Hey, listen, this is important for the youth of America. If we want to grow our U.S. soccer footprint, this tournament is going to be huge because it's right at our doorsteps. So, U.S., if you deliver, you might get more talent switching over from football, basketball, or these other sports committed to soccer. Because we have the talent to be one of the top nations in soccer. It's just we send all of our talent to hoops or football. So, yes, let's go, U.S. Don't fail us now.
Who's your dark horse?
I went with Ivory Coast. I'm a fan.
Okay,
that's all. I mean, dark horse can be anybody.
Again, another tough out. I like all the African teams. They're usually a tough out. I'm gonna go Japan.
Oh, I like Japan.
You watch enough football to know, like, they're always a tough out in the World Cups. And then just the attacking power that they finally have, because the defense has always been good. They went pretty
far last World Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they were round of 16.
Yeah, they got past that.
Yeah. So every World Cup they seem to get better and better. So I think
I don't know. I thought you picked them for my boy.
Who?
Young Wei Koo. I just thought of Young Wei Koo.
Oh my God. Hey. He's Korean.
All right.
Damn.
Wrong one. Hey, listen. Don't get us canceled for that, bro. But I thought it was, a homer pick for cool.
Listen, I don't know, bro. We'll see.
Well, yeah, that's our soccer talk. We're gonna try and bring some more soccer talk, especially leading up to the World Cup, just to keep everyone engaged. Football, for those who are a little bit more cultured than us Americans.
Hey, you see the chat? I'm sorry to get you off track. Georgia winning it all. People agree with me, bro.
Nah, bro. These Georgia people, bro. Nah, stop it. You already know. Everybody just tired of the Buckeyes. That's all.
They are. Oh, one more thing on the World Cup. Potentially, Messi and Ronaldo could meet up. They could finally have it set up in a way where they could actually meet up in the World Cup. Who you got if that does happen?
You already know.
I know, but tell the
CR7 all day.
Stop
Ronaldo, the GOAT. All day. Portugal is better than Argentina.
They are.
They are better than Argentina, and their young core is better. We just need Ronaldo to sit up top and hang out in the box, bro, and just score headers. That's it. Messi, they ain't got it this year. They're done.
I'm gonna go Argentina.
I know you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go Argentina, but yeah, I just believe, bro. Like defensively, they're still one of the best teams in the country.
Messi just won the MLS Cup, so
Messi
just won the MLS Cup, bro. So he might be motivated.
Oh, cut us off because it's time. It is.
It's time, bro. Nothing but football.
All right, man. We're gonna make the hoops topics real quick, yo. Because last week a lot of interesting things kind of happened, man. First and foremost, CP3 got sent home on his day off, bro. On his day off, man, from the Clippers. And then Giannis, turns out he actually requested a trade before the season started. And then once that went public, suspiciously went down with an injury. We hope he's okay, but I'm going to air quote that, injury. I don't think Giannis will be on the Bucks again. I think that was his last game as a Buck. And obviously, CP3 is not invited back to the Clippers table. So, Brian, where would you like to see Giannis land, and where would you like to see Chris Paul, CP3, land?
So, where I want to see Giannis land is Cleveland, but that's probably not going to happen because I don't think he wants to go to Cleveland. So, the next option is the Knicks. I think Giannis needs to stay in the East. Mm-hmm. The Knicks have the players or young players to get it done. They don't have any draft picks, but if you can get rid of Mikal Bridges, and what's the guy who just came back? I don't know why. OG Anunoby, Josh Hart. Let those guys go. That's a nice little core.
That's the core of your team.
The core of your team would be Giannis.
Yeah.
or they can flip Cat.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, or flip Cat. I like Cat though, even though people are not fond of his multiple personalities and voices. But I think if they could keep Cat, that'd be great. But yeah, I think the Knicks is his next landing spot.
What about CP?
CP, I don't think he gets another job.
Okay.
I think that's it. I'm sorry. I mean, keep it short. It's sad. It's sad, bro. We're going to talk about that in a second, but I don't think he gets another job unless someone wants to do his farewell tour. That's it.
All right. That's crazy. Giannis. Listen, the only thing Giannis should be asking himself is, what would Young Wei do, baby? All right? Yo, come to Atlanta, Giannis. That's the only place you should go. I agree with Brian, stay in the East, but come on down South, baby. We have the squad that is tailor-made for you. I'm a Hawks fan. But yeah, I would be at a lot of those games if Giannis came through. I ain't gonna hold you. Giannis, the next best star in the East, is on the team already. And he goes by the name of Jalen Johnson, bro. They have the defenders to play already.
A LeBron prototype.
Mm-hmm. Jalen Johnson is the LeBron prototype.
Yep.
Honestly, we thought it was Banchero. We were wrong. It's Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson is that guy. Come down here, teach him how to win, bro. Quinn Snyder's a good coach. We already know that. Mm-hmm. You got Porzingis there. Back you up. Now, what the Bucks would get in return is honestly some of the best, I guess, compensation that they'd get in return. You'd get Trey, obviously. That goes without saying. You'd get the number 1 pick from last year in Risa Shea. So now you have 2 young pieces you can already restart with, and then we'll send you a couple of draft picks. But guess what draft pick Atlanta owns next year? Protected.
Ooh.
The New Orleans Pelicans draft pick.
Nice.
So you already know what that is going to be. It's going to be a high lottery draft pick.
So they can get the trade done.
Mm-hmm. Get the trade done. Send Giannis on down. Retool your team right now. You could probably still make the play-in with those 2 guys, and Trey and Ricochet and the squad that you have. But then Giannis, you can have the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals, potentially the finals, bro, this year right now with that squad. Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
They're not keeping all of them. Who are they getting rid of?
They-
It could be Ricochet.
Ricochet, Trey Young in the picks.
You getting rid of Trey too?
Yeah.
Dang, boy.
You got Jalen Johnson and Giannis, bro.
Bro, who's gonna run the offense?
Dyson Daniels, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
No, bro. Dyson Daniels.
Giannis is a point forward.
No, bro. Trey, bro.
And then boom. I got you. I got you. Pick up CP. He's available. There you go, bro. Now you have a point guard to run the whole thing. Yo, that's a squad right there. Giannis, ask yourself, what would Youngway do? If it was up to Youngway, he'd still be down here. What would Youngway do, Giannis? Come to Atlanta. The Hawks need you. You need the Hawks. Come win champ. Yo, come get a statue outside of State Farm, bro. Come party at Tootsie's, bro. Magic City. We got wings. Ask Lou Will about us, bro.
What would Youngway do?
What
bro?
would Youngway do?
Segment of the day.
What would Youngway do?
Don't listen to this guy, Giannis. Cavs is where it's at. But yeah, man, I mean, talking about CP3, he was essentially let go by the Clippers on their way to Atlanta and unceremoniously ended his farewell tour. Chris, is the Clippers the worst organization
Yes.
in all of sports?
Yes. Absolutely. Without question. Undeniably, yes. Yes. Go look up retired Clippers players.
About to do that right now.
Yeah. Tell me if any of them are Hall of Famers, bro. Go look at the last time the Clippers made the finals. Oh, wait, you can't because they haven't. Clippers have only been to the conference finals once in their existence. The Clippers never had their own arena until two years ago, bro, because they were content with being the Lakers' little brother. The Clippers had 2 generational stars on their team within the last. He came back from Detroit. He put a taxing on y'all. Deservedly so. Now, Blake Griffin probably doesn't want his jersey retired by the Clippers. It'll probably happen. You know, they'll kumbaya it out maybe 20 years from now. But CP3 was the best Clipper to ever suit up for your franchise, bro. I don't care if he's having beef. I don't care if he's having beef with the players or the staff. This is last year, bro. Deal with it. Y'all not winning no games. It's not his fault y'all not winning games. Because he's calling y'all out, holding y'all accountable, you want to send him home? The best player in your franchise history, bro, Steve Ballmer, you're supposed to know better. You're supposed to know better, but I get it, bro. He ain't planting trees. He ain't planting money trees for you, so he can't help you. He can't help you. And this is why exactly why the NBA needs to get rid of this bogus franchise, bro. I'm done with them, bro. Like, nah, I'm sorry. They're the worst run franchise in all of sports, not just the NBA, all of sports, Brian. Disagree with me. I dare you.
Man, it's not one bit, bro. I mean, you've done all the hating for me because I got a little bit more hate to add, and then we can conclude. Donald Sterling, let's start with there. And Chris Paul helped facilitate them through the Donald Sterling era. Brought y'all through that. Because we were about to vanquish the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
But
to the Canadian basketball.
Bro, but Chris Paul created Lob City and gave the Clippers some relevance in the 2010s, bro. Literally gave the Clippers relevance in history. Then you all trade SGA for Paul George. Podcast P. Then y'all get Kawhi Leonard, the king of load management himself. And this is what you all centered your franchise on. And now I'm hearing rumors that y'all are looking at Zach LaVine. This is a classic example of when doo-doo meets caca. Easily, bruh. And both of y'all can go play in toilet water together, bro.
Okay, I see where you're going there.
Easily, bro. Terrible franchise, man. But on that note, that's all we had today on the Soapbox. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. Who we got?
Lob City. Was that my boy Jordan?
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Jordan? He says it's a shame. They've had a lot of talent too. Come on, Clippers.
Oh, yeah. Disrespect to the highest level to one of the point gods. And he chose you all to conclude his career with. He could have went to the Hornets.
I ain't gonna say point guard. You know how I feel about that nickname, bro.
Okay, point guard, bro.
Point guard.
Point Lord.
Guard. Oh man, thank y'all so much for tuning in again. Yo, we will see y'all next week, bro, where we will have a lot more to talk about. We appreciate all the love, support, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tune in, call in, show up, show out.
Hey, we on TikTok too now. Y'all ain't got no excuse.
Where the party at? Stop playing. We'll see y'all next week, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Later.